Hello Libra, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to your love readings for the month of September. I want to apologize for not getting the love readings out last month. I was traveling in Ireland and had a wonderful time there. I'll put some pictures at the end if you're interested in checking them out. I actually got engaged while I was there, so it was quite memorable. Happy to be back doing love readings with you again this month. It's always good to get back into routine. So this is for Libra, love and romance. We're going to take a look at your energies so you know what to expect going into the month of September. We're also going to take a look at your partner's energy or potential partner's energy, whoever it is that you're thinking about as you're watching this reading. And then we'll see how the two of you are merging together, how you might be coming together in relationship this month. At the end of the reading, I will pull one oracle card for couples and one for singles, so we can kind of focus in on that. So love and romance for Libra for the month of September. What does Libra need to know about love? Love life for Libra. Okay. I'm using the Shadowscapes Tarot. Libra. Okay. And if you would like a private reading with me, you can find the link in the description box below. Okay, so your overall energy, Libra, is the Two of Swords. You have the Five of Cups and the Hanged Man. And you have the Queen of Swords with the Six of Swords. Your partner's overall energy is the Hierophant. They have the Knight of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Between the two of you, the overall energy, you've got the King of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So let's start off talking about you. So Libra, you've got the Two of Swords here. So potentially making some kind of decision at perhaps a crossroads in your life where you're trying to get a feel for which way you should go. Some kind of action or decision that you're trying to make, and you're mulling it over and trying to figure it out. There is actually a heart in this card, so there is love on the line here, and there's a moon up here in the top. So there is perhaps still a little bit of mystery or uncertainty, something yet to be seen, that needs to become clearer before you're able to kind of make that move or that final decision. Now this is how you're feeling. We've got the Five of Cups and we have the Hanged Man. So some of you are feeling like you've lost something with this Five of Cups. And there's also, it's talking that maybe you're dwelling on that, or you're focusing too much on something that is lost to you, without realizing that it really isn't all gone, or it isn't as bad as you think that it is. There's some kind of perspective shift that needs to happen, a change in focus that will allow you to see that silver lining. Now you also have the Hanged Man here, which is talking about you being in a position or feeling a little bit stuck, almost like you're unable to move. And this makes a lot of sense. That's often what happens when we're dealing with Two of Swords, kind of paralyzed. It can be either with fear or it can be stuck because we don't know enough information, or quite simply, it's not the right time. And that's often the case. It's just not the right time, and we have to wait and be patient. And in the meantime, there is the need for kind of a change in thinking, or a change in perception. Now, this is what you want. So we have the Queen of Swords here. So this could be an actual person, air sign, could be male or female because it's general. Or this can be kind of like the qualities. There's a lot of focus, and there's a lot of, like, this person is very sure of themselves. They are absolutely 100% sure of their decision, and they have already taken aim, and they have what it is that they want in their sights very, very clearly. So there's just this high degree of focus, very intense energy going on here. Now, there is also a wanting for some kind of transition, moving towards what it is that what it is that you have your sights set on. It's like a peaceful transition too, though, with the Six of Swords. It's not necessarily kind of like a lightning type thing, especially with that Hanged Man. You are accepting that this is probably going to be a little bit more gradual, even though the Queen of Swords would probably want it to be a lot quicker. Just knowing her energy, it is perhaps a little bit impatient. But there is definitely an acceptance of the natural rhythms and kind of the flow of how we have to accept the divine timing of things as well. Now, your partner is coming in here as the Hierophant. So this is someone who is very established, probably fairly confident in where they're at right now. Very traditional. You know, they want traditional things in their life. So this person would probably, oftentimes, especially in a love reading context, I see this as, you know, wanting to get married or getting married, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the energy that your partner or potential is putting out, is that of marriage, or kind of like established traditional relationship type. So not really wanting to stray too much, kind of wanting to follow the traditional progression of dating, you know, marriage, then, you know, moving in, children, that kind of thing. Now, they're feeling, this is how they're feeling. It's interesting because on one end, I'm seeing that they kind of feel a little downtrodden. I'm just drawn to this, I think it's a dragon, head bowed down, kind of resigned to the way that things are. But at the same time, this energy is very reliable, very dependable, and is going to do their duty kind of thing. And that's how they're feeling on one hand. But another aspect of them, they have this Queen of Cups, which is very free and liberated, able to express herself completely, openly, him or herself, and is really quite a deep character. They've got a lot more going on below the surface than meets the eye. More than all of this kind of, this could be kind of like a boring type of energy on the surface, but there's a lot more going on to this person, as I said, than meets the eye. So they might be feeling kind of this pull, almost like they have this duality within their personality where, you know, they're sure they're this person, but they're also that person too, and they're trying to bridge that gap and kind of reconcile those two very different aspects of themselves. Now, this is what they want. Ten of Pentacles. So this is the stable, happy family, being very financially, you know, dependable, solid, not having to worry too much about the material things in life. That's all settled. This can be wanting to kind of settle down and have the family. And strength. This is wanting to have their partner by their side, and this is a long-term goal. This is being 100% devoted to their partner. Now this is also the card of Leo, so perhaps some of you are dealing with a Leo. I think some of these partners or potentials are wanting to be, because they're so traditional, and they like that for sure, otherwise they wouldn't do that, but because they have that kind of dual side to their character, you know, very by the book on one hand, and then very free-spirited, and perhaps even inclined to being unconventional on the other. Perhaps they're wanting to be courageous enough to express that other side of themselves that maybe they don't show too much, at least not to everybody. Now between you have the King of Swords, and this could be a person. You know, maybe there is actually a person that's kind of an obstacle between the two of you. Because with the Two of Swords, that's often when you have to overcome an obstacle of some kind. This, of course, is your card, Libra. And you've got the other one, the Queen, there. So you're highly present in this reading within your own element. But I think that this is more so an energy. And between you, it's almost like there's some kind of discord. It's like you're both off kind of brooding and doing your own separate things, and it's interesting. The word kind of festering is coming to mind, where like something's perhaps just in the back of your mind. Even a little bit of irritation is coming up here as well. Now this is surface. If we go down a little bit, in the core we have the Queen of Pentacles. It's interesting that you have three people, three characters in between you. As I said, these can be people in between you. These can be other people that you know or have connections with, romantic or otherwise, that are influencing how the two of you are coming together, potentially. So this Queen of Pentacles, she has something to offer to you or your partner or both of you. And this could actually be multiple people. I'm getting the sense that this is at least one or two people, perhaps, being represented by this Queen of Pentacles. It's somebody who has something to offer to you. It could be advice. I think it's more so advice or wise counsel rather than something that's tangible. It's like this gift of counsel, perhaps. Maybe a small percentage of you are actually seeing a counselor, because I'm kind of getting this vibe of this person giving you counsel. Now we have the Page of Pentacles, and this is what you want. And this is, if we look at this card, we have a lot of fog on this card. Things are murky. Things are not clear or certain, and yet we have this little light, this little shining light, that is always going to be there and guide you through that fog. Both of you, okay? So whether you're walking hand in hand following this guiding light through any kind of troublesome times, or if you are walking separately, you are still being guided by that same light that is just directing you forward towards the right direction, where it is that you are meant to go. So this is good, of course. There's a little bit of bittersweet coming in through that card. It's almost like something's been lost with this Page of Pentacles, and you are both searching for it. This thing that's been lost, but it's elusive, it's difficult to find. Okay, additional message of guidance for coupled Libras. What do coupled Libras need to know? Divine timing. Perfect. So, absolutely perfect. We've got that Two of Swords and we've got the Hanged Man. So, as we talked about, oftentimes we're waiting for a particular time, like the right time for something to open up and release and allow us to walk forward from that place where we had been stagnant before. And that divine timing is going to open up and give us the information or the green light to make our move and be a little bit more definitive with that Two of Swords and push through that. So this is beautiful. Now, even if you aren't coupled, if you're single, I think this divine timing being such a powerful card will also play a role, where there's definitely a sense that things will happen as they're meant to happen. There's definitely the divine, like the hand of the divine at work, orchestrating things behind the scene, and the need to trust in that, but also work with that, you know, honor that natural progression. Now for single Libras, what do single Libras need to know for love for the month of September? Okay, so we have compassion. So perhaps some of you are struggling a fair bit, and you've been praying a lot, you've been asking for guidance, you've been asking for whatever it is that is in your heart right now that is difficult for you, and you've been asking for a little bit of relief. That's going to be granted. You've got compassion coming in here. So don't be afraid to ask for help. You have, with both of these cards, really strong presence of the divine working in your life, being there for you, helping you whenever you need it. So ask away. It's really important. I think that is everything. So a lot going on definitely with all of these court cards coming up here. A lot of very strong energies. No doubt you'll be able to do it just fine, Libra. Now, I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this reading was helpful for you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Once again, if you'd like a private reading with me, you can find the link in the description box below. And I hope to see you again mid-September. Until then, take care of yourself, Libra.